official work. Later has come that wheat should be grown. Later has come maize should be grown. But the nature has not cooperated. So there was a food scarcity. Lenin thought that it is wrong policy. Lenin was a great statesman, very practical man. He said that if we have to go 3 steps, let us back 2 steps and then jump. Coming 2 steps back and then jumping, you will jump 3 steps. That means change old policy. War communism policy failed because of the production fall. Production fall in agriculture, production fall in industry. If you see the war communism map, what you will find out? That this is like this. This stage is known as war communism, and this stage is known as new economic policy. This is a small scale production, this is medium scale production, this is large scale production. Everyone rises during NEP and everyone is falling during war communism. And this is 1917 and this is 1920. Production. So what we see that if you have a data of production, then a small scale industry production, large scale industry production, medium scale production, you see in the book Morris Dobb, read USSR from the Morris Dobb book. You see in the book data, you will find out there is a decrease in the production of a small scale, large scale, medium scale, and overall production of the country. Likewise, this type of decrease in the agricultural production. Lenin thought that war communism was a wrong step. Let us remove it. So in the new economic policy, all lands were returned to the old landowners. All lands were returned to the old landowners because record was there. All lands were returned to the original farmers, original owner of the land. All industries were returned to the original industry owner. A small scale, large scale, medium scale, all owners list was there, they were returned to them. Few industries were, large scale industries were kept by the government, but large number of industries were free. Therefore, this is known as new economic policy. New. What is new in new economic policy? In new economic policy, Lenin had decided to nationalize our land. Now Lenin himself decided, remove nationalization, denationalization, and the land were returned to the farmers. This was a very important step in USSR. Secondly, all industries were nationalized. What was the new in new economic policy? Denationalization of industry, a small industry, large scale, medium industry, denationalization. And then ruble was printed. Lenin realized that money is not evil. Money is the medium of exchange. The main function of money is the medium of exchange. And so, USSR government printed ruble. This is most important step which has been corrected by Lenin. Foreign trade. Foreign trade, how could you do foreign trade if you have no money? Coupon system will follow within the country. But how can you export? How can you import if there is no money? Purchasing power of money, PPP, how can you measure? Then it was realized that money is most important instrument. Money is slave in socialism, working as medium of exchange. Under capitalism, money is master because there is right to property. Under socialism, again, property was returned. Land property was returned, farm were returned, factory were returned. Business which were taken by the internal trade, that was also given to the original persons who were trading. Local shopkeepers, they know what is the need of the people. Therefore, it was realized that there is a need of the local trader in doing local business. This new economic policy was successful. Therefore, Lenin is considered to be most practical statesman. His book is on imperialism. He shows that how capitalism grow and become the exploitation source. Then the next one is collectivization of agriculture. Agriculture system is number one private agriculture, that is known as individual farming, that is known as peasant proprietorship, that one farmer will decide that what to grow in the field. Another is cooperative farming, like in USA, in Japan, cooperative farming. That few farmers create a cooperative society and all land were under that cooperative society. That is this is collective farming. In USSR, collective farming was done. And what was the purpose of collective farming? Under collective farming, we found that all lands were owned by the state. After recovery in the new economic policy, farmers were again persuaded to join collective farm. Under collective farming, there is a government manager who will look after the all work. Farmers will be there, and then collective farming, land will be in the name of a state, and they will work there. This was the after success implemented. And last one is planning commission. Planning commission was established at the center, and in every state there is a state planning commission, and at the district level there is a planning unit, and thereby commune system was developed. So in USSR there was experimentation of so many policies belonging to capitalism was also implemented, and thereafter it was gradually changed into the communist method. But finally, in 1990, USSR was under a heavy crisis of food grains, crisis in the terms of debt, crisis in terms of loan on the country, financial liability, and there is internal strain in the people. They were having more craze for freedom. So in 1990, USSR dismembered and 15 new countries emerged. You can find out from internet that name of the 15 country and bring it here to show others. 15 countries emerged. Russia and Ukraine, these were two big powers. You might be knowing about Syria and Ukraine fighting each other. So Ukraine was very powerful. All nuclear power was in their hand. Russia and Ukraine, Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and like many 15 nations emerged. And on the map there is no USSR now. But in 1990, there was a period of crisis in India also. In 1991, India had brought new economic policy. In 1991, India had brought economic reform policy, and we are successful in removing our problem in terms of foreign currency, in terms of our liability. But USSR could not do it, and then USSR had become 15th nation in the world. That is the history of USSR. Thank you.